Hi everyone, David here. Welcome back to the channel. Thanks for coming back for another video, or welcome if it's your first one. Thanks for joining us. How are you? I'm doing okay. It's kind of nice weekend in Osaka. The autumn leaves are coming. It's getting a little bit cooler. But I haven't finished everything that I did in the summer on this channel. Yeah, you don't know what I did last summer, so I'm going to tell you today. Another kind of Expo related trip, but don't worry, I'm going to stop using the E word some point soon. I was doing my stamp rally thing for the Kansai Pavilion, which took me to Tokushima. Now Tokushima is not strictly part of Kansai. It's actually on the island of Shikoku, which is a large island next to Kansai. Physically not very far away from Osaka, but it's across the pond, so we have to go on a bit of a round trip to get there, using the highway bus this time. And Tokushima city itself didn't really have that much that I wanted to show, but I went to back to the bridge off to go towards Kansai. Naruto city is there, and it has the Uzunomichi observation deck where you can see the whirlpools, we can try to, and also the Otsuka Museum of Art, which might not sound very exciting, but once you see what kind of spectacular stuff they have inside, then maybe you'll change your mind. So yeah, I was getting my stamp for the Kansai Pavilion. Yeah, so not really Kansai area, but it got kind of roped in because it's so close. I think this is the last of my Expo side missions, so finally I can draw a line under that. Or can I? I don't know. I've also talked about the Fukui Dinosaur Museum, the Totori Sand Dunes, for example, so please check out those videos if you're looking for kind of Kansai adjacent places to go. But I'm going to show you now. I'll talk you through it with my narration. So please like this video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment or a question. I'd like to hear that. And also share this channel to anyone who's looking for ideas in kind of Kansai area-ish, who've been to the famous places already. So I'm going to hand over and I'll see you on the other side. Okay, let's enjoy it. Okay, so let's start at the bus terminal outside JR Osaka Station. So here's my bus waiting for me. Nice and comfortable, new as well, looks very clean. We've got a power outlet there, we've got a recliner. You can put your bits and bobs in that little basket, and a drinks holder. Before we knew it, we were hurtling through the Umeda skyline. Nice sunny day as well, but we got the aircon in the bus, so it wasn't too bad. Quite crowded because it was a public holiday, so lots of people on there. I could only get an aisle seat. You can see Pocari Sweat Factory there. They are owned by Otsuka, who we'll find out a bit more about later. So nice day, people playing baseball on the little banks. And eventually made it to JR Tokushima Station, which was nice palm trees there. It feels very tropical. I was here to get my stamp for the Expo side quest for the Kansai Pavilion. So here we are, mission accomplished. But while I was here, I thought I'd get some souvenirs as well, some omiyage. So lots of things. We've got pickles, seafood, all sorts of things there. It's got some myaku cookies as well. And I went straight back to Tokushima Station. So it's a fairly minor station, as most of them are in Shikoku. I was boarding this one-man train. I'll tell you what that means in a moment. It might be two cars, I think. A little bit quiet, but it's a bit like a bus really. And so you take the little ticket on the way in, unless you're paying by IC card, and then check the board and put in the exact change there. You can get change in that little blue machine though. Yeah, JR Shikoku network is fairly minor, it just tends to go around the perimeter, but there are a few little crossways here. So I was taking a nice scenic train ride across the countryside of Tokushima on my way to Naruto Station. They've got some interesting, I don't know, something about the whirlpools, I don't know what their names were, the little mascot characters. And took another bus from here to the northern tip where the Uzunomichi is. This is the boat terminal as well if you want to see the sightseeing boats. So here's the Uzunomichi observation point. Happy anniversary, 25 years. So yeah, it's quite a small place. Just buy your ticket there. You can enjoy some of the local exhibits, including the sightseeing boat information, sorry. So these are the whirlpools I'll be looking for. Other than that, you just kind of walk out onto the Naruto Bridge. And yeah, you can see this little island out here. You can see all the currents kind of mingling with each other. So there are currents coming from the Seto Inland Sea, crashing with the Pacific currents. And as you often get in high places, you get these little glass framed bottom panels that you can walk on, and you can see the currents moving in. Some quite low lands as well, so you can see the currents moving across them. It's kind of interesting. You can see the current actually going all the way off into the Seto Inland Sea. You can actually see the current, see all the disturbances going off into the distance. A sightseeing boat totally cutting them off. So I didn't really see a lot of whirlpools really. You can kind of see the beginnings of them. So you really have to pick your good times to see the whirlpools. It was kind of interesting though, relaxing. Otherwise you can just enjoy the mega structure of the Naruto Suspension bridge. Just don't look down. It's not really that high though, to be honest. After that I went to an observatory point right next to it. So you can get some nice views of the outside. I think this is the Pacific now. Pacific Ocean, and I think is that Osaka over there? No, that's Awaji Island, I think. That's the Naruto bridge we just looked in. So nice view from there. After that I thought I would walk my way to the museum, so it's about a 15-minute walk. It doesn't take too long. There's that tall bridge going to the suspension bridge, and this is the sightseeing boat terminal. But after a little while you make it to the Otsuka Museum of Art. All the flags outside to represent the contributing countries. It's built on a fairly steep hill as well, so there are lots of escalators, and it's based on many levels. So there are some cafes and restaurants around here. This was a little bit busy, I didn't have much time. Now the first thing you see is this very grand recreation of the Sistine Chapel ceiling. So this is the kind of ceramic duplicates of famous works that you can enjoy. I wasn't really expecting anything as big as this. So you can see the famous scene with, is that God and Adam, maybe? I'm not an art historian. It's not only pictures though. You get to see these quite large structures. You get these large displays. Recreations of temples and churches as well, which is really interesting, with a bit of stained glass. So yeah, it's not just 2D. You can enjoy all these other recreations. Kind of really puts it into life because it's life size as well. Some friezes from Pompeii, I believe, and some other little underground temples. I really don't know what half these things were. Is this a Greek one? This is not the birth of Venus. This is maybe, I don't know, the birth of Uranus. Not as pretty. Now, there's an interesting large hall here for ceramics and pottery, so you get to see some ancient pottery. But if you don't have enough time to look on the other side of a pot, you can come here because they unravel them. So these are some unraveled pots. So you can see all of it at one time, which was kind of an interesting way of displaying it if you don't have wall space. Otherwise, some ancient murals from ancient Rome and Greece and ancient other places too. Not sure what half these things were. Some interesting, what was going on there? Oh dear, and some centaur love, I think, going on there. Centaurs need love too. And then moving on to some more, relatively more modern, it's kind of middle-age mosaics. There's quite a lot of religious stuff as well, so religious paintings. A little bit too much for me. I think I spent a bit too much time here trying to take videos of everything. But some impressively large murals. They were pretty cool. Some interestingly shaped crucifix pictures. You're running out of tiles. Decided to have some lunch at this point. I was really struggling for ideas. Had some fish rice bowl, which was kind of expensive and wasn't really that great, so choose wisely. Outside we've got a little plaza for the water lilies from Monet, which is a nice little panorama, and you get to see some actual water lilies too, which was a nice touch. Get some inspiration. It's quite hot outside still in September. A little photo spot as well. That's ruining my camera contrast for the museum. Very floral. Otherwise, we came back to the religious stuff. They had very huge rooms with these huge murals in them. I think we're moving on to the more Renaissance things as well, so it's getting a bit more realistic, and we've got the birth of Venus there too. We've got all the famous ones. Otherwise, we can just enjoy some more endless religious iconography. St. Sebastian's are even getting a little bit tired of it, looking a bit irritated. Got the Tower of Babel there, so you can babble on to your heart's content. I remember this one from Animal Crossing. This is the extent of my art history knowledge. This is some kind of ancient Where's Wally, perhaps. So there we go. You can just kind of enjoy them in their real size, which is a lot bigger than you imagine sometimes. Don't know what half these things are. Sorry, art historians should probably be doing this tour. Got some portraits as well, including this ancient kings and queens maybe. Looks like ABBA. Knowing me, knowing you. And we've got the Last Supper. We've got two Last Suppers actually. We've got this restored version, and opposite they've got the original version, pre-restoration. Got the Mona Lisa there, looking smaller than you imagine. Yeah, not much we can say about her. We've got this painting, Caravaggio, which I know because I saw it at the Expo, the Vatican Pavilion. Get to see, well, not the real one, this is a fake one. Was that Rembrandt? I'll be there for you. And you get another view of the Sistine Chapel. You get this balcony view, so you can kind of enjoy it a little bit closer up. And another Otsuka Museum photo spot with a Myaku butt eyeball. Then we move into more modern impressionist stuff. We've got The Scream by Munch, which I really like. I had to make a recreation of this for GCSE art, so nice to see him represented. I think I've seen one of the originals of that. I think that's one of the ones they have lots of prints of, different versions. I think more Munch here, including his Starry Night, which I enjoyed too. So there's a bit of Nordic, depressed impressionist stuff. Got some skeletons, we've got some cackling crowds. Otherwise this kind of opens up the higher floors. You can see a lot of more modern impressionist stuff, landscapes too. Quite nice to look at actually. So, we've got the sunflowers, Van Gogh. We've got a hall of sunflowers actually. I think there are 7 different kinds of sunflower prints from different periods. Who wore it better? I don't know. Got the Hay Wain. I remember a cross-stitch version of this on my wall at home. And this one from the Coldplay album, Viva La Vida. Oh, he's taken all your swords. That's a power move. That's great. I like to see that. I think this is called the Ninth Wave, which my ears pricked up at that point as a Kate Bush fan. We get to see some more modern impressionists. I think is that the Monet there? A bit of Turner, perhaps. Don't quiz me on this stuff, I don't know. This is Seurat, I know this one, the Pointillism. So you get to see all the different movements of modernish art. Whistler's Mother, I wonder how she's doing these days. And the Van Gogh, of course, you can see his bedroom, you can see the Starry Night. And you can see him looking a bit bored. So yeah, lots of famous ones. I did see some of these at the... they do some special displays sometimes. You can see the Fate of Ophelia, where they make them move. They kind of like digitally make them move. I think Klimt is coming soon to Osaka, so you can see Klimt in motion. There's a nice little garden plaza too, so you can... I don't know what this annex building was. I was running out of time at this point, to be honest. You can have a nice sandwich outside on the terrace. And finally at the top you can see the most modern art. You can see Picasso, and I don't know who made that one at the back. And some pop art too. You can see the Marilyn Monroe prints. I really wanted to spend a bit more time around here, especially on the little lip sofa. Don't know if you can sit on that. But I had to catch a bus, so that was all I could show you of the Otsuka Museum. But please take your time and enjoy. I hope you enjoyed this video. And I'm ready to catch my bus. Okay, great. Thank you for watching all the way to the end. So what did you think? I really like the Otsuka Museum. I think it's got a really interesting collection. Usually if you go to a big art museum, there's only going to be a couple of big exhibitions or big famous pieces, but this one's got all of them. They're not originals, but it's nice to see them in life size, so you can kind of imagine what they would be like, because I think a lot of us have images of these famous artworks, but not really the size of them. So it's nice to see, yeah, the Mona Lisa, the Last Supper, the Scream, all of those things together. I did kind of get bogged down a bit with the religious paintings on the lower floors, but there were some interesting places there, because I didn't really have enough time to go in depth to all the modern stuff. So you might realise I was rushing around a little bit towards the end. So it would be nice to go there again more leisurely pace. Yeah, definitely check out the Otsuka Museum. As for prices, it costs, I've got it written down here, 3,160 yen at the moment to go there. That's if you get an advance ticket, so you can book that online. That's quite easy to do. I used PayPay to pay for mine. You can get a same-day ticket as well, 3,300 yen for that one at the moment. But just be careful, you have to line up, and if it's very crowded, then you have to wait outside. So there's nothing to lose really by buying an advance ticket. Also, just beware that it is closed on Mondays, usually. If there is a public holiday, which often is on a Monday, then I think that will still be open, and then they'll move the closing day to the next day. But please check the calendar before you make any big plans to travel to Naruto. As for the Uzunomichi, the observation deck, that costs 510 yen to enter at the moment. Yeah, pretty easy to walk in. Doesn't take that long really. It's quite small, but you might get a good view. It might be worth checking the seasonal patterns there as well, because the tides have, I mean, you know about tides, you have peak tides at certain seasons, and certain times of the day as well. So I think, when is it? The kind of between high and low tide, I think that's the fastest flow of the water. So yeah, that might be a good chance to see the whirlpools. So there are kind of peak times for seeing the whirlpools. Yeah, a bit of a shame I didn't really get to see some really good ones this time, but it was kind of interesting anyway, and nice cool breeze on a hot day. So there we go. The bus I took, it depends which bus you get and the timing and all that stuff. But I took a round trip from Osaka to Tokushima City, and then I took the bus back from Otsuka Museum to Osaka again. So I actually took a train in the gap between Tokushima and Naruto, so there's a few options you can use. Yeah, that cost, I said 3,160 yen. Well, I think it was double that, so it's 6,320 yen for the whole lot. So if you're going Tokushima to Tokushima, then that'll cost a little bit more, I guess, but I cut a little bit of cost by skipping one bit of it. So yeah, definitely it depends which company you use as well, so check around for those. It doesn't take that long. I think from Osaka to Naruto took about 2 hours, and then the best part of another hour to get to Tokushima City. So yeah, there we go. It was fairly painless. Yeah, so I thought that was good. Definitely check out the Otsuka Museum and the Uzunomichi. They're very close together as well. You can walk between the two spots. It takes about 15 minutes maybe. So yeah, pretty easy. It's a bit of a steep hike though, so just be careful. I think that there are some buses that go between the different places too, but yeah, check out the route. It'd be nice to try one of the boats one day as well, but I don't know. I think because I've grown up playing video games, then whirlpools are very difficult, dangerous places to go. So the idea of getting on a boat and heading towards one sounds a bit scary, but they're not that big, so it's perfectly safe. In fact, I was kind of annoyed the boats kept kind of cutting through the things that look like whirlpools, so it disturbed the water flow. Okay, yeah, so there we go. That was most of my trip. I'll just show you the stamps I got as well. So, okay, this is my stamp passport. I finished them all now, finally. So we've got the Shiga Prefecture, the Lake Biwa Museum, Kyoto Station, the Hyogo Prefectural Museum of Art. Those were fairly easy to get to. We've got Nara, there was an old temple site there, old palace site, sorry. This is Wakayama Castle. This is the Tottori Prefecture, the sand dunes. Here we go, Tokushima, that's the Tokushima City one. Fukui Dainsho Museum, and finally the Akame Waterfalls one as well. Please check out that video too. So I got all 9 of them eventually. A bit of a headache to get all of those, but that's all finished now. You can't get these stamps anymore, but I'm sure you can probably get some kind of memorial stamp if you go there. Okay, so I guess that's it. Thank you very much for watching. That's the last of my summer trips done now, finally. So stay tuned for more little day trips and things, bits and bobs. I'm going to try and finish off my 33 temples of Japan thing by the end of the year. So I might do some kind of wrap up video then. But for now, please like this video, please subscribe to the channel, please leave a comment or a question, share this channel to anyone who's interested in interesting places to go. And also leave me a super like if you really enjoyed this, and can help me support my channel. It's really hard to get this YouTube thing off the ground, even after almost 5 years. So please help me out. I'd appreciate that a lot. So thanks so much. Take care, and I'll see you in another video. Bye bye.